right. And 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to the latest episode of Mirror Quest. Today we have something a little bit special planned for all of you, and that is the debut of our newest route in the Mirror Quest saga. You guys already know Chroma, of which Hikaru is also somehow a part of, but this is the first episode of Mirror Quest Echo. What is Mirror Quest? Some of you might ask. Well, it's probably one of the only places on the internet that you get to see your anime husbandos and the occasional waifu living out their dreams as an anime character in an anime world. And so sit back, relax, and it's going to be a ton of fun. Mirror Quest exists in a world known as a mirror realm, one which borders our own. However, only interacts in the most dire of circumstances. Two events known as the Shatterings and the Reflection events. Should one of these occur, either through the emotional stability of the worlds falling into disarray or finding harmony through whatever means necessary, they will reflect on our world, leading into either famine, grief, war, or things such as peace and tranquility and, I don't know, the Industrial Revolution. But this story starts off a little bit more humbly. As a man stumbles through the forest. He's just received devastating news. Filled with guilt and regret, he kind of trudges through, heading straight towards what was once his home, the capital city. Mm-hmm. And as he reaches a small clearing in the woods, the sun kind of shines on his face, illuminating it. And Mao, I want you to describe yourself.
All right, bet. So I am a child of the void, born from the relation of a demon and a human. So basically, I am a twink demon boy, not entirely unlike my own model.
What do you look like? What are you wearing?
So this is like right after the last story, right?
Yeah.
So I am wearing tattered clothes. I was on a self journey for 5 years, focusing on survival. So I'm a little tattered. I'm a little worse for wear. There are some important physical features about me. I'm sure those will come up very soon, but just a quick example. My shadow does not match my movement, and I'm constantly covered in shadow as well. So from a distance, I'm a little hard to make out physically. There's even more details, so I'm excited to see those come up soon as people get closer to me.
Yay. Awesome. Not me also frantically pulling up your character sheet so that I don't miss anything. Let me grab this for you. But, so at this point, you are kind of pushing through the woods, and a lot has happened, to say the least. You're kind of heading towards the capital, and suddenly, just from behind, you hear some of the merchants that you were traveling with. They kind of shout over. It's like, "Hey, young lad, where are you going?" It's they're kind of like, they're not really chasing after you. They're just kind of shouting.
They would recognize me as an entirely different person based on my demeanor. I walk so much more confidently, and I don't even turn to talk to them. Awesome. I have my mind dead set on something, and I'm going to achieve it. That is the vibe I give off.
So roll will with a boon.
Okay.
For anyone who's used to D&D, instead of having advantage and disadvantage, we roll boons and banes, which is a d6 added or subtracted from the rolls.
5.
That is... Wait. Boon is an add. So it's...
Thank you. 13.
So it's 13. Awesome. And then... +3 will, which is... Yeah, cool. So, yeah, they kind of just... They just don't shout after you. They're just like, all right, he's obviously seen something, and they just kind of back off.
Cool.
At this point, you're kind of just focusing and trudging through the woods. It almost kind of reminds you of the first time you ran away, except this time you're kind of running back, right? It's actually the same kind of path that you took. The trees seem familiar, almost as if it was yesterday, and that's when I want you to roll perception for me.
Got you.
Perfect. So what's your perception modifier?
Oh, let me put up my modifier.
It should be your intelligence +1, and it should be in your health box area.
Oh, let me pull that out too.
No worries.
Okay, I got my modifiers.
Awesome.
I see my. All right, what is it again?
It's your intelligence +1 perception.
So it'd be a +3 total because I get a +2 from
Perfect.
intellect.
Perfect. Yeah. So as you're walking, you notice a few things as you're trudging along. You see many footprints in the mud. You see what's it called? There was a large number of people that had like moved through here quite recently. Kind of looking around the trees and such, you see whatever group this was, they weren't really careful. Why does this happen? League just opened. My hands are off my hands are off the keyboard.
Yo, cue up the riff. Let's go.
All right, boys. What was it called? But so at this point, yeah, you see they weren't very careful at all. There's like broken twigs, and it's just like they just moved through. Another thing that you notice is a brief kind of, you get the smell of charcoal, kind of like, and over the tree line you see like a small pillar of smoke straight ahead in the direction of the footprints.
Okay. Would I recognize this as like a possible encampment?
It would
of
be
the people that came through here?
too small. It seems to be more like the size of a small campfire.
Okay. I'll walk towards it.
All right. So at this point, we're going to cut to. We're going to cut to a man is sitting next to a little pit, like a little fire pit. He's kind of caught himself a sizable catch, and he's just roasting it, reminiscing of a lot that's happened, people he's lost, people he's sworn to avenge, but also thinking about how great this fish is going to taste. You kind of see this from the tree. Seems to be like a man. He's kind of like he just seems he's a rather you can't really make out too much, but you definitely see there's someone cooking something. Kind of upon looking and like pulling apart some of the branches and stuff and peering through. Kuro, mind describing yourself?
I am a young adult who is abnormally tall, and upon closer inspection, I seem to have bruises and almost unnatural modifications looking around my body. And others call me an orc. And I'm wearing very rugged clothing. I'm almost like there's like burn marks, and the clothing is just very tattered. It looks like, it looks like I've been through something.
And I forgot. Did you or did you not have any tattoos? Because I could be getting mixed up with another campaign.
Not that
Okay.
I
Okay.
am aware of.
So yeah, so Mao, you see this, and it's also just straight up on the path of these footprints. However, there's a lot more footprints than that of one man. You also do notice that he's covered in like burn marks and kind of like what's called a lot of char and like soot. What are you gonna do?
So for my character's motivator, when is this in relation to the tavern? Is this like next day? Like next day? Or is it
It's
same
you
day?
saw that and you just marched.
Oh, okay. So this is like literally right after.
Yeah.
I would assume that whoever caused it still in the vicinity, especially if they are moving as a group. So I would approach Kuro's character just to inquire. I'm going to approach not
Okay.
slowly, but like I belong walking on the path, you know? Nonchalant
Okay, so
would
you
be a good word for it.
So you're not trying to sneak or anything. You're just
No, I'm just
okay.
nonchalantly walking.
Okay, so at this point, Kuro, you see a figure kind of marching towards you. He's kind of I guess if you're just kind of walking casually, it's kind of like, would you say that there'd be any hint of like cautiousness that at all? Or
If he noticed me, I think he would be alarmed by the fact that I just look like a shadow. Like he would see a shadowy
Alright.
figure coming towards him.
So what we're gonna do here is I want you to roll perception, Kuro.
Yeah.
With a boon. Oh wait. Oh
boon.
shoot. Wait. This is gonna be wild. Wait. This is wait. I just realized I'm defining feature. I just realized there's a huge defining feature. Okay, we're hitting the ground running, boys. Kuro,
Okay.
you hear
Yeah.
footsteps walking behind you, kind of heading your way. You turn around, and for a brief moment, you see something that makes your heart stop, almost as if you've seen a ghost. Bright red eyes,
Mm-hmm.
as well as a figure shrouded in shadow. And it kind of... You're not hiding your eyes at all, are you?
Nope.
Cool. Yeah. So it's just like, it's almost like literally stuff that's transpired just mere moments ago. Not moments ago, like probably a few hours now.
So I can see him. Like
Yeah,
I
he's
can
just
see
walking
his face.
away.
Oh,
but you-
absolutely. I'm just walking.
But you definitely notice some kind of this air of like mist, this kind of shadow that kind of like follows him. I'm gonna say it's kind of too much in the day that like you don't really see his shadow that well. He's not that close just yet, but you definitely see it's almost like a smog that kind of follows him, and these red eyes, and very similar to someone that you've
Okay.
met.
I imagine I'm like mid-bite as I'm like looking back and seeing this figure that looks so familiar just walking by it, and can I ready an action?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay. If the figure starts walking away, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and I'm gonna reach for their shoulder or whatever to stop them from moving.
So, but like they're walking towards you, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
If they're walking towards me, I'm just staring at them while like my mouth is open about to eat the fish.
All right, cool. Cool. And you know what? I'm gonna, just so that
It's
he's
just
not
a blank
sitting around
stare.
doing nothing, because I know that could be a thing. A third figure, despite knowing it yet, is kind of has just made it out of what could quite literally be described as like a horror movie. Kind of just pulls himself out. He had some people with him. They've kind of, a few of them before, actually, I'm going to say, so before that encounter, Hikaru.
Yeah.
These three people kind of walk towards you, and they kind of, one of them walks forward and shakes your hand and says, you... No, not these people.
Oh, not these people.
You truly saved us back there. What could we ever do to repay you?
Would you like to continue? Would you be able to help me out on my quest? I do have a specific goal in mind, but I could definitely use some teammates.
She looks left to the man that was with her, as well as an elf girl that she just met, and she says, yes, but Not yet. We have to inform people that we are safe. Wouldn't want people to worry, but if you need us, we can arrange somewhere to meet in a few days' time, and we are in your debt, of course. We'd love to.
That sounds good. Then I will see you in a couple of days.
They both nod, and the last girl, the elf girl, kind of looks and gives you a cheeky little wink. And also at that point, I want you to describe yourself.
Oh, I am a rather tall looking person. I have wolf ears, very wolf-like features. I'm a magician that doesn't really have a lot of offensive capabilities, but I can move around and stuff.
He's schmoovin'.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'm a schmoover.
Awesome. And I would also like you to roll perception for me.
Okay.
Woo! Okay,
Oh
so
my.
let's
I'm a knower.
That's crazy. All right, so you kind of turn around to see that you're out of the forest. You've kind of got a little knowledge of the area. The village to your left is known as also from people talking to you. Those people talking as you traveled. To the left, it's a village called Dross. It's a fishing village, very humble, but people tend to stay away from it. Like you said, you were dragged really deep into the cesspool is what the people outside this area call it. But as well as that, you see a few people kind of in the distance, kind of chatting. But apart from that, all seems somewhat good in the world. Somewhat.
Okay.
And now at that point, like, we're going to go back here. So, Tempo and Mao. So at this point, no, Tempo and Mao, the same person. Tempo and Kuro. So you're kind of just walking towards. Are you walking? Like you said, you were going to inquire. Or are you walking past them?
I think upon closer inspection, I would not associate him with the people that killed my sister. Right? I would think they're shady, and he's like kind of out in the open eating a fish. I would think he's like just a local fisherman, and he has an alibi. So I don't think I'd inquire directly. I just like probably walk by.
So I'm gonna drag Kuro to another chat room real quick because I've got to confirm something.
Okay.
Okay.
You're such a fucking liar.
So Kuro,
Yo.
do you remember the locket?
Yes, I have the locket.
Is it anywhere obvious?
No, it should be in my pocket.
Cool. All right, just checking.
Yeah.
You're such
The
a
clan.
fucking liar.
Okay, cool. So at this point, he just seems like a cool dude. He's a bit charred and stuff, but he doesn't look sleazy, I guess.
Yeah.
He does look, but like he did mention, the obvious things though is that you do see like scars. Like this man, it looks like someone who's kind of like part of like a kind of Frankenstein kind of experiment. He's got a load of these like very evident like stitches, and part of his flesh is kind of slightly off-colored. But yeah, the man's enjoying his fish. Now, as you're walking past him, this is gonna trigger. This triggers your ready action, right?
Yes, it does.
You suddenly feel a hand on your shoulder. But it wasn't really like a hide. It's just like you heard him get up and place the hand on your shoulder, if that makes sense.
Okay.
All right, take it away, boys.
I grab his shoulder.
Yeah.
I try to like turn him a bit and say, "Hey, on a second. Do I know
Sure.
you?"
I can't imagine why you'd know me.
I'm sorry. It's just no. You just look. You just look like someone that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I let go of the hand. I let go of the hand and.
Oh, okay.
And
He has
I
a
go- I sit-
traumatic
I
experience
sit
about
down.
this. Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Just don't let it happen again. I have to get going. I don't know who you are. I've never met you. And quite frankly, I don't care who you are. 'Cause I would be Russian, so
Yeah.
I attempt to, like, if he didn't let go of me, I'd probably try to slap his hand. But are you letting go of me willingly?
Yeah, I'm letting go. I'm letting go
Okay.
because I disturbed you. So I
All right.
go back to. Yeah.
I
Okay.
The weapon. Where is your weapon right now? The one that was enchanted.
It should be. Well,
Is-
am I
is
wearing a
it-
cloak?
Is it in sight?
It would be. Was there? Okay, listen. I think there was a. What's that called? Not the shaft. Yeah. It was in the holder, right? So it'd be at my waist. I still have it, or on my
Okay.
back.
So the actual inscriptions would not be shown. Cool.
Correct.
So at this
It would
point,
be sheathed.
so at this point, you got. Oh, this is amazing. All right.
Okay.
So you currently start walking away.
Uh huh.
And are you still kind of just following the tracks along?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
Cool.
I see that they like split from him? Then there's more tracks.
Yes.
Because I want to follow like whatever I think is a group dynamic. I see Mr. Big Buff Fisherman here. I think he has an alibi. I don't think he has anything to do with it. So I would naturally just try to follow the flow of the tracks.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So yeah. So you're kind of just walking towards, and you see that the path actually leads to a large town up ahead. It seems to be what's it called? Rather how should I describe it? So actually wait, roll intelligence because it's not guaranteed because you were kind of a slacker. So might
True.
not know this.
Nat 20.
You do know this.
Ooh.
So you remember
I know
that
it now.
at one point you'd snuck out of the castle and eventually you got lost and actually found yourself at this town. It was a
Okay.
town called Dross, and it's a fishing village. People kind of took you in a bit, and you kind of like made friends when eventually the royal guard did find you and bring you back, much to the delight of many people.
Okay.
So yeah, so you're somewhat familiar with the town, but it's been obviously a very long time.
Cool.
Okay, so at this point you're heading back. Are you going to? The tracks do go towards the town. Is it safe to assume
Yeah.
you're going to follow them?
Yeah, I'd probably be dead set on the tracks. Yeah.
Awesome. We're gonna go back to Hikaru. So Hikaru, what about yourself? So you see all this going down.
I'm like quite a bit away, right?
Yeah.
I don't really-
It doesn't. Nothing looks strange, right? Just two strangers crossing paths.
I guess if I wouldn't think anything of it at the
Yeah.
moment.
Surely it was a very normal encounter. Sure.
Yeah. It was literally
This is
just.
my everyday encounter across the street.
Yeah, it was like at first you were kind of like peeking over because when you saw him grab his shoulder, but then just nothing happened. So I was like, oh.
Maybe I'd probably start turning and heading towards the town then
All right, cool,
to gather information.
awesome.
I love this. I love that I have no idea either of their business because I did not watch it.
Yeah, that's
Very
yeah.
cool.
They
So
weren't meant to
I'm-
watch it
I'm,
either.
like, fully immersed. I have no idea what Kuro's problem is.
No, for real. They weren't meant to be watching either, mind you.
I don't watch Hikaru's.
So you guys are now heading forward. As you're heading towards the town. Kuro, what about yourself? At this point, you've kind of finished up. Okay, wait. Sorry, I need to give you a little quick timeout because I want to share this with you guys. Because I'm not going to be able to stop laughing unless I show someone. This was the feedback of the thing I recorded, and look at the second message.
Is your boss?
Oh, what? That is out of pocket.
Alright, sorry. Okay, that's out of my system. That's out of my system. I just. Oh.
That is turbo based of them.
Okay. Okay, breathe. Breathe. Back in character. Back in character. I'm so sorry. Okay, Kuro.
Yeah.
What is it that you're gonna be doing now? And by the way, but I have stuff prepared, so don't even worry if you decide like I don't want to go to the town. I have stuff prepared.
Okay, I think right now I want to, because I just finished that whole deal. I want to, through my experience that I've had with everything, I want to get the best things that I can get and get ready to start hunting.
What?
Wait, define best things you can get. Like
like you know, like I'm in Tyler's right now. I want to get like new gear or like
cool.
You know, like since I've been working at the place for like my business that's been, you know,
not burned to the ground.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to use all that money to get some stuff so I can prepare what I need to hunt down.
And is it safe to assume that like you didn't go straight after him? There's like a reasonable distance between you guys heading towards the town.
Yeah, I would say so. It's a big ass fish. I'm finishing.
Yeah, it was a big ass fish. All right, in that case, Mao, you are the first one to reach the town. I want you to. So there's a few things that you immediately notice. Straight to your left, upon reaching, because you were kind of just walking along the water's edge. To your left, you see two small inns. One is called the Raging Donkey, and the other one is called the Serene Serpent. They're right next to each other, with several. I guess the easiest way to describe it is like propaganda posters. Like at first, it's just like. You see one that says like, "Oh, come to the Raging Donkey. We have the best food." Then the next one is, then a sign right next to it just says, "No, they don't." Right. So it's very petty, like back and forth. And so you immediately notice that. As well as that, further up, you do see a small, what looks like a boathouse, that seems to have that you have. Memories of the person who used to work there, an elderly man who basically looked after the ships, and he was kind of the person you stayed with when you were over so long ago. You're aware of more points of interest around the town, little bits of there's little houses where for the farmers who grow food and produce, as well as a large city hall, which also kind of functioned as like the Adventurers Guild, as well as a large kind of commercial building, which was basically the economic hub for. I guess you were too young, so you wouldn't be. Well, roll intelligence.
All right. Never
underestimate the intelligence of a child, chat. They'll mess you up. So that's +2, so that is 15. So yeah. You know, this is a fishing village, but occasionally they'll get some. It's like a stopover from merchant ships sometimes, though very rare, and that is why they have an economic area. But it's more of a souvenir store than anything. You won't find anything too fancy.
Okay. Would I know if there are any sketchy parts of this town to get sketchy information, or would I just go to like where the main information hub would be? Like what I know.
So you wouldn't know, but based on your just experience, like you wouldn't know this town specifically, but you would know that in a town like this, most sailors would coagulate in in the taverns. It would be the taverns.
Okay. I'm going where people talk.
Yeah, exactly.
The highest chance that people can talk about something a little under the table.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be the taverns in this town. There's not many buildings, so there wouldn't be any real sketchy alleys. Right. And as a child, you wouldn't know of anything more secretive, if you get what I mean.
Okay. I'll try asking around using intuition then.
Okay.
I would like to go to the serpent's one.
Cool. Awesome. And now as you're heading through the door, Hikaru.
Yeah.
So you also approach the town. Your information is a little bit more your information is a little bit more limited in that you've never been here before. But I want you to roll perception.
I'm perceiving.
Hey.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, once again, you see the same thing. You see these two taverns. One is obviously like they both obviously have this strange kind of rivalry. They're set up right next to each other. However, you do know something that Mao wouldn't really have a reason to know, unless the merchants. No, the merchants wouldn't know.
Hey, you want to I can take my headphones off.
Oh wait, 1 second. I'm just gonna drag you to a different room.
Okay.
You're such a fucking liar.
So, you know, based on Lara, that this town is also home to an underground fight club. Not sure where and when, but it's meant to be quite shady. And Lyra knows because as you were talking, she was the posh wizard girl who sucks at IDV apparently. And she was the one like my father will hear about this girl.
Oh.
And she said she basically said that like she basically just spilled the beans and said her dad regularly visits it. So yeah.
So would I know which one it is, or?
You wouldn't know where it is, but like you just know that there's one in the town. She didn't give you that much details.
Okay.
It just kind of came up. So yeah,
There's the serpent one, and then the other one was the what
yeah,
one?
the raging donkey,
Oh, okay.
the serene serpent, and the raging donkey. All right, cool.
You're such a fucking liar.
We're back. All right, so yeah, at this point, that is all you know. Where would you like to go, Hikaru?
I'd probably just go to the one closer to me.
That would be
No,
the
the
raging.
one-
That would be the donkey.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably walk into the donkey one.
All right, awesome.
To the donkey.
And
Wait, this bar's so small.
Nothing like my bar.
well, there is the downstairs, I believe. Wait, let me double check.
Oh yeah, there's stairs that go up, but yeah. Oh, there's a patio outside too. Never mind. This place is huge. It's fancy.
I'm so fancy. So it's at this point, after a while, you both kind of shuffle in. A third figure.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. A third figure approaches these areas. And obviously you've heard the whole you know the story between the two bickering taverns and such, but you don't really know because you are quite new to the area, right? You hear rumors and you do know rumors. Oh shoot, you would also know.
I feel like I would know a lot.
Yeah, you would know the yeah. 1 second, let me drag you over.
You're such a fucking liar.
So, based on what people have told you traveling here and there, this town is very famous for having a very popular fight club. Through the day, you know that it's accessed from the well, and you would know that there is a password to get in. That is what this town is most known for, as well as having a lot of the economic center as well. Also has a lot of secrets. There is a kind of secret inventory for people who are in the know, and especially with you being part of the Ravens, you would very much have access to that. As well as that, you would also know that your company has close ties with the the lord of this town, this area, and they are lucrative, and you know that they actually are a vampire, but they keep that secret. It's between like, you
Okay.
guys are well connected. All right.
Okay. Oh, would I know what the inventory is? Like, what kind of inventory?
It's more of like their fences, so people will sell stolen goods to them, and they will go on to sell them said stolen goods under the table. Yeah. So it's like you wouldn't know exactly what they're selling at any given time, if that makes sense.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right.
Such a fucking
So at this point, whereabouts would you like to go?
What time is it at the moment? Or like,
Currently, it's kind of sunset.
okay, I think I'll stay at a tavern until sunset, I guess.
All right, which one would you choose? Which one you'd like to choose? There's the Raging Donkey on the left and the Serene Serpent to the right.
I will also go into the Raging Donkey.
No,
like the one
Donkey
closest.
Gang.
Donkey
I
Gang.
hate Donkey Gang.
That's wild. All right. All right. So at this point, we're gonna go into the Serene Serpent.
Yeah, Serpent Gang for life.
So, oh wait, where the heck did you go?
You have me perched
Oh,
on the
it's right
pedestal
there. Cool.
outside like an
Cool.
owl.
So upon entering, you kind of see that you kind of have to go through a little bit of a kind of lobby area.
Okay.
And on the right, you see someone kind of like polishing glasses at like behind like a little desk. It seems to be like a rather short man. He's got a little what do you call it? He's dressing like a man who's trying his best to look fancy, but is just doesn't know what fancy is. So he has a little hat that's kind of made of like scraps and stuff, and it's off tilted. He's wearing a nice shirt, but it's all like the buttoned up. He's got this kind of soft kind of felt like suit over it, but it kind of looks a bit weird.
Okay, it looks like someone's telling him what to wear. Like his mom dressed him in the morning or something.
More like, are you familiar with the play Hamlet?
No.
Damn. It's more that
looks like ham.
he's just trying to look important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
And he looks over and he says,
Yeah.
"Oh, here there, lad. What can I get for you today? You looking for a seat? You looking for a bed? You looking for both?"
Sorry, that was out of character. I like that one. In character, okay. I'm looking for any information or any whereabouts of the Crow Gang.
The Raven.
Crow Mafia. Raven, that's the one.
Oh, lad.
One of the
Actually,
birds.
yeah, they were over here recently enough. They were just passing through. Usually they're a lot friendlier, but this time they were a bit frankly they're being a bit, the person who was leading them was a bit of a dickhead. Which is kind of weird because usually the young man that usually accompanies them is usually quite nice. But yeah, they kind of stayed around. They never went into the taverns. I believe they were heading towards the capital.
Okay. Oh, when was this? That's an amazing question. When was this?
This would have been about half a day to a day ago by now.
They haven't come back?
No, I don't believe so.
They headed towards the okay.
No,
All right.
I may or may not have a little bit more information for you. You seem to be quite interested in them. But, you know, information is so hard to come by these days, you know that. This hurts my soul. As an actual Irishman, it hurts my soul to talk like this. I hope you know that. It's like,
The forced Irish.
It's
that
like
goes
you.
crazy.
It's like an American sitting around going, "Yeehaw, partner!"
Yeah, basically.
Oh my gosh, my freaking
Hell yeah, brother. You goddamn right.
freedom. Oh man.
Yeah.
Wait, why did I say that like goofy? Gosh.
Gosh, freedom.
I love
Hell
oil.
yeah, Mickey.
But yeah. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's what he says.
Okay. Am I poor? I forget. I should be pretty poor.
Yes, you.
All right.
Yeah, you're pretty poor.
All right. I'm gonna tell him straight up then. I don't have money, but I do offer you services if you do give me information. I think a worthy trade.
Roll will with a bane.
Okay.
Right. So he kind of looks left and right and says, "Oh yeah, no, I've got you. Come on. Yeah, no, don't worry. Let me just." He just closes the doors. It's like,
Oh, I'm
don't-
dead, guys.
no. He goes, no, just don't worry. So services, you say? Yeah. Tell you what. I do have a client for you. He's a bit of a tough cookie. Comes around at around 10 every night asking. Now, I don't usually provide these, but if you're already in the business, then by all means, you know, it's no skin off my back, right? You do what you want and make money how you want to. I'll give you the information if you can keep him happy. Sound good?
I absolutely. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We have an entire disconnect about what we mean. by
Yeah,
services,
okay, go.
don't we? Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna go with what you're doing. I love this. I immediately jump at it. Yeah, information first. Services tonight at 10 with your
Awesome.
client. I'll be here.
Awesome. So the he smirks and says, "Do I have your word?"
Oh, absolutely. I'll be here. You know what? I'll stay here all day. I have nothing better to do. This information to me is priceless.
Perfect.
I will do any amount of services to get this information on the Ravens and their current whereabouts, or even better, what they're planning next.
Perfect. So he kind of stands. He kind of puts his hands on the table and leans forward. Word has it that they are working to stage a coup, if you will. There was recently an uprising, as you know, that saw the monarchy kind of kicked out of the city due to the ill management of a certain prince became king through sketchy means. As such, the people elected their own leader, and it looks like, it seems like, a certain someone has now spurred the Ravens to, you know, perhaps give him a little political edge in winning back the people. If you get what I mean, of course.
All right. Yeah, I completely understand. Okay, so in my own mind, I'm thinking they're in and around the capital still. So I'm going to be good on my word. I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to prep for the services. And by that, I'm going to like get cloaked up. I'm going to get my weapons out, stuff like that, study spells. Because to me, services means being a hitman. In my 5 years of being self-sufficient, I did some morally gray activities like hitman business, you know,
perfect.
like a mercenary, but like assassin. So that's what I think when I say services. I'm pretty sure this guy has a different idea, but I wouldn't know that. I'm just going down.
And he said, the man kind of smiles, and as he's going, he says, "By the way, you never talk to me, I never talk to you, right? You're just merely someone."
Of course, part of the business.
And now, obviously, you don't need to disclose your identity, but if you could get proof of this transaction going down, preferably something that I could use against said client, I would be most in your debt.
Okay. Is there any enchanted pens and paper in this world?
What are you trying to use it for?
Signature. That can only be his. Try to get him to sign off on it like service hours.
I will say that like a signature is still pretty like that would be enough. You wouldn't really need it. Now granted, obviously it's like now like in this world, obviously, like a ring print or something like an emblem would be a lot more credible, but a signature
Yeah,
is
something
still...
physical that he's known
Yeah.
for. Okay, I will wait for the client then,
And he says-
okay, I'll get back to you on
And
that.
he's,
Yeah.
okay, and since you're being such a good sport, let me throw in this little tidbit.
Mm.
It seems like the second in command of the Ravens just entered the city, and is here right now.
Mm.
So keep an eye out.
All right.
All right. So
Yep.
you head down to your
Yep.
to your other
Yeah.
thing.
To me,
And-
yeah, I'm getting prepared for my services.
Awesome. Meanwhile, over in the other side, in the Raging Donkey, you hear Hikaru, you were the first to walk in,
Yeah.
and you walk over and you see a man. His nose is red, his hair is kind of parted, he's got like orange hair, he's a rather plump fella. And he looks over at you and says, "Hey, what's the crack, lads? Welcome to the Raging Donkey, the only place in town where you can drink enough that people think you're a raging donkey."
Oh, sorry. I'm here just for a room for the night, if you have one.
We do, of course. As a matter of fact, we've got a few openings. Would you like a room?
I would.
Awesome. I'll just need your name, and that will be about... and he's about to say, like, that's about 2 silver. And suddenly he stops, and you see him completely ignore you as he immediately turns to the person that walked in and goes, Sir Kuro. And to what do I have the pleasure of helping you with today? As he sees you walk in, Kuro.
I walk in pompously. I'm stomping my feet. I go up towards the bar area, like the table, I guess, like where he's at, and then I like slam my arm down. Barkeeper!
That's I.
One pitcher. Tell me where the works went.
To what? Also, Igara, you how are you reacting to him just completely like cutting you off?
Who is what do I know about like this area though?
You wouldn't know faces, really.
Okay. I just probably react like, what the heck? I was here first. Does he not see me clearly standing in front of him?
I'm ignoring him. Like I don't even like acknowledge his existence.
Dang, dude.
Aced.
I'd probably let him finish
Hey,
whatever
yo.
they're doing. I'm not
Hey,
in
yo.
a rush. I'm just gonna listen to another conversation.
He says, "Oh, of course.
Pitcher first.
But yes, of course. And okay." He slowly kind of like stumbles down and what's it called? He like goes down the stairs. Wait, let me actually get a man here. I don't know if you can all see this. Wait, how did he get out? Okay. So he immediately like tidies himself up and heads downstairs. And I freaking pressed the wrong button. Anyway, so he starts heading downstairs and he's like in a hurry, and he goes down to an area and he says, what do you call it? He shouts up and he's like, come on down. I've got a picture for you. I'll leave it at your favorite table, sir. He says. Oh, I didn't make your characters unique, so I can't just drag them. Can you guys see the underground area?
Yeah, I can kind of see the entrance to
Okay,
it, but I
yeah.
don't
See
think
if you can.
Can't like
see
really
if you
fit it.
Okay, are you able to drag down the green slider
Oh.
on the right?
Oh, there we go.
Oh wow.
Right, if you can't see your characters, let me make them unique and then I'll drag them in myself. Make unique.
You probably have to drag
unique.
me in.
And then I'll make because you also went down, right? Right, Tempo?
Yep.
Are you down there now? I can't see it.
Yeah, I'd be down in the serpent. Is it like a connected underground?
Yeah, you guys will see in un moment. No, I'm looking for your character. Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah.
I'm still upstairs, right? I
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
actually
making. So if I make you guys unique, then once you drag the thing down, you'll see the underground. Once you drag the green slider down, and now I can pull you guys in like this. Boom, you're there. Boom, you're there, and boom, you're there. Can you see yourselves now?
Yeah.
So upon going downstairs, all three of you do see this. It's a very strange tavern because both sides are split by a bright green line straight down the middle of the bar.
Okay.
There seems to be like patrons on both sides, kind of sitting around the table, and just what do you call it? Just having a good old time. The crack is good, as they say here in Ireland. Let me also boom, and we'll. So for Kuro, you definitely get a wave of nostalgia seeing this. A little bit melancholy, in that, like, you know, you no longer have a tavern. And this man is kind of behind the. There. He's currently behind the bar counter, and he fills up a pitcher and he brings it over to the table right here. Hikaru, where do you go? Are you following, or are you just gonna wait upstairs?
I was gonna wait upstairs
Okay,
just
cool.
to see if he come back or not. Maybe just like a couple minutes, see if he comes back.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now he doesn't come back.
Is there
It's been
anyone
about
else
10
in the
minutes.
area?
You can look for him.
Oh, okay.
You can look around.
I don't know. Okay, yeah. I'd probably like look upstairs and first, like
Okay.
look at the rooms or something.
Oh, yeah. So
I'd be looking for a room.
So you kind of you head upstairs to the inn to look for a place to sleep and stuff, but like the rooms in these inn, they tend to be like locked, if that makes sense, until you get a key from behind the thing. Now I will say you do see all the keys kind of hanging on the wall behind. You know, I'm just gonna put that out there.
I'd probably grab one. Is there anyone else like around to stop me?
Roll a perception with a bane.
Oh, I'm blind.
As far as you're concerned,
Zero.
there's no one around.
I'd probably, if he's not coming back, I'd just grab a key.
Perfect. So yeah, you grab a key and you kind of look left and right, and you kind of you kind of follow. Sorry.
Monka W.
Sorry.
What's happening up there?
Sorry. No, I just rolled a d6 off table, and it's kind of great. So you kind of look. You kind of go upstairs and you look for the rooms, and you see that the key says room number. What's it called? It says like room number 4.
Okay.
You kind of look around, and you see that.
Do any of the rooms have 4?
Hmm.
Do any of the rooms have? Are they like marked?
Yeah. So you kind of see like 1, 2, but there's no 4 except for like this unmarked door. Which upon investigating it, like kind of swings open, and it's not particularly locked. What do you do?
This clearly isn't in another room. I probably just.
You also
maybe
do
check
see another door on the other side. I will say that much.
Oh, I don't know. If this looks like a storage room, I just probably assume that's like a broom closet.
Okay. Yep.
I'd probably just turn back down.
Cool. Yeah. So.
Y- yeah. Wait. I think before that I might knock on a room, like just hello, is anyone there? So help me find room 4.
You hear oh, you're asking them. Okay. You hear someone on the other side go room 4. Oh, I see. You're new to this, huh?
Yeah.
There is and isn't a room 4. At 10 o'clock, the over there, that's room 4. The behind us, this door, it looks like a storage room. Just show up there at 10 and everything someone will explain. Just yeah.
At 10. Is it 10 o'clock right now?
I just realized I should not be using time because they probably don't have watches. But we'll just go with it and we'll say that we'll say sunset, right? We'll say sunset. So that goes for you too, Tempo. It's sunset. 10 o'clock doesn't exist.
Fair enough, right? I would assume that's just nighttime then.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll say at sunset, just go to the room behind.
Okay. I'll probably go in there first because I have a key.
All right.
Thank you,
it's
sir.
not quite it's almost. It's probably like 30 minutes off sunset. You see the sun going down.
I'd probably still head in there anyways.
Okay, cool. So you just sit in there and wait?
No, I'm gonna like put the key in the hole and go into the room.
Okay. So you kind of go there. And it's like as soon as you do, you notice something kind of strange happen.
Okay.
The moment you go into the room, you hear like a as you notice the almost as if by magic, a wall slides down, and you kind of it's almost kind of impossible, but you do see what looks like a secret room that kind of it's almost non-Euclidean in that like there should not be a room here. Like just based on the geometry of this entire place.
Oh.
And you kind of, as you step in, a rather luxurious bed also is just like kind of placed right there. And the lights are kind of dimmed, and that's all that's in the room.
Oh.
But apart from that, it seems relatively secret.
Okay.
Sorry,
All right.
I'm laughing with you. I'm laughing with you.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just chill in the room for a little bit then.
Cool. So meanwhile, down below, so yeah, actually, so Mao, so you're just kind of chilling downstairs until time, right?
Yep.
Okay. So at this point, roll perception.
Can do, Captain. Woo!
Or
Plus 3. Okay, okay.
+3 from what?
He has 3 perception.
Oh, wait, that's OP. I have negative perception, bro.
Wait, you do?
Yeah.
Wait, what's your
Mouse
intelligence?
stats are like abnormally high.
He does have a major drawback.
I do. I have a couple.
Yeah. He also has he is literally also a twink. But
Nothing wrong with that, right?
I would
guys?
like- we
I
respect
got the
it.
twink build.
so at this point,
Mhm.
you see this you kind of overhear a little bit, and the barkeeper goes, Sir Zane, I hope everything is to your liking. What brings you here? I thought.
Curl.
Sorry, Coral. Goddamn, Sir Coral. Well, yeah. I would have assumed you were long gone by now.
What do you mean by that?
With the rest of the battalion, they all looked like they were on quite the mission.
who? What do you know about it? Let me know now.
Unfortunately, they went over to the other side, so
The other side.
Yeah, my brothers. So at this point, you would know this, but he explains how him and his brother basically inherited the pub, but couldn't decide on how it was run, so they literally cut it in half and are running it separately.
Okay, and he's telling me right now that
They
his
stayed
brother
with his brother.
knows.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he says, yeah.
Wait, out of character. So he's told me everything he knows. Would I have to go to the other side to?
You could go to the other side, or you could probe him a bit more if you want.
Okay. Did you see who was leading the battalion?
No, but he didn't look like one of your people. He looked a little bit, I don't know. Strange. Had a weird,
Get me your brother.
We don't particularly talk, but tell you what, so I've actually got somewhere I need to be right now. Wait, let me see. Oh yeah, the sun's about to set. All right, so I've got somewhere I need to be right now. But you're more than welcome to head up there. He's where he always is. But I hope everything was to your satisfaction, sir. I hope business is going well for yourself.
Can I toss him a coin or anything?
I don't know.
Would I have?
I don't know if you have. You'd probably have like about 20 copper with you. You probably could, yeah.
I guess I'll just toss him a. How much is a copper? Will like a copper buy?
5 copper for like a drink of ale.
Oh, that's not a lot. I guess I'll just I'll slam like.
Well, oh wait, sorry. Are you including your actual like how much you've made from?
Well, I would assume, yeah, or like however much I would have.
So yeah,
like,
so altogether you'd have about like, just based on what you have that you didn't bring from things on hand, you'd probably have about like, at most, like 10 silver, which is a lot of money.
Okay.
It is a lot of money, but like obviously the majority of your stuff would be in the tavern.
Right, but it's burnt down.
Yeah, in theory you could go back and get it because it shouldn't be flammable. Might be melted, but you know, in theory.
Okay. I am going to. I think I won't be coming back, so I'm going to just toss a silver to this guy because he's been helping me out, been dealing with my shit for the last 3 years.
He opens his eyes like, "Thank you so much. That's quite the tip. Please, if you need a room, oh okay." He goes,
Cuts him off mid-sentence.
and
Carry on.
He goes upstairs and he was just like, "Oh boy, I've been looking forward to this." And then suddenly you hear, "Oh, where's that blasted key gone?" Followed by, now at this point, Mao, is there anything you're doing? I know they didn't really share too much, but it is also around sunset time, so I'll leave it up to you at this point, what you do.
I didn't really get a super in detail description of the client, right?
Yeah, he just kind of told you where to be and what time.
Yeah, so I'm in position, just like eagerly awaiting, but I would be like eyeing people that come down and like trying to eavesdrop on the people that I can while looking as inconspicuous as possible.
Okay, so yeah, you do hear a few rumors here and there. Rumors about the lord of this town being kind of strange, haven't been seen in a while. You hear someone kind of saying that maybe it's because they were involved with the Ravens, but like not involved. Maybe it's like because they had a run-in with the Ravens is more like the thing they said. But
Sure.
apart from that, I'm assuming nothing besides I feel like random rumors wouldn't interest you as much. Like,
No,
yeah,
be very selective towards the ravens.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool. So that's all you'd hear.
Okay.
And Koro, yeah, you legit you don't really hear anything you don't already know. People say they saw a load of smoke from off one of the paths, which kind of like as well as people kind of definitely recognizing you and giving you kind of like whispering as like, you know, oh, that's him, kind of thing. Which you would also hear Temple, but it's kind of like very like, oh, you know, you don't know if he's just popular or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that much of it.
All right, awesome. So at this point, you heading up?
Wait. I think at some point I would, if it's a long time, I might head towards the bar because I just remembered I haven't eaten anything besides drugs.
The time that you... Well, you guys were hunting as you were kind of moving, but you would be a little peckish. But you weren't in that room for very long.
Okay.
I will say you weren't in there for very long. Because this is happening like while you're upstairs searching for the room, this is happening downstairs simultaneously.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah,
All right.
I think I want to like. Sorry, I want to like. After the conversation with the, what's the tavern called again? The
Raging Donkey.
The donkey barkeeper. I want to go to the snake.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find the snake guy.
Okay. Roll perception. Actually, no, you don't need to roll perception. He's a little bit freaking ominous shadows. Red eyes is hard to miss. You, as you're walking past, you definitely do notice. You see Temple there, but having said that, he was also walking in the same direction as you anyway, so it's not the weirdest thing in the world. But yeah. Do you react at all, or do you just keep going?
I give a side eye while walking.
Okay, I give him a side eye back.
Awesome. I'm just picturing like you like
in my head, I'm
your
just
drink.
like, I'm just like, damn, and that's it.
Oh, you know that Zoolander meme where the main character's looking and then the other guy also walks up? That's exactly kind of what I'm getting.
Yeah.
The Zoolander stare.
I'm gonna say it definitely is a little unnerving that he looks so much like her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's about it. So you go upstairs and hear a guy going. So as you're about to talk to him, will I say that this is the point where you head upstairs, Tempo?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. So as you're about to start talking to him, you see the cloaked figure kind of walk out of the bar and head up to one of the rooms.
I want to like, I guess in a relatively raised voice, say, tell me where the ravens went, or.
Oh wait, crap.
What?
Okay,
Wait, did he just say that to me?
No, he's saying that to the bartender downstairs.
No, I'm saying it to the bartender.
So
actually, am I in earshot?
Yeah, you hear that.
Oh shit. Yo. Okay, I throw off any amount of like inconspicuousness. I'm not hidden anymore. I'm just like I've dash so that I can get a better listen to what I just heard.
Okay. The guy goes. By the way, Koro, you've never really liked this guy. He's a bit of a sleazy. He's a bit of a sleazebag.
I'm only giving his brother the coin.
And he says, well, sir Kura, you know, you've done a lot for us in protecting us and such. But you must know that information isn't free. But I will tell you everything I know. And as a matter of fact, they stayed in this very inn. This isn't matching up with what he told you, by the way, Tembo. But he's like, they stayed in this very inn, and I will tell you everything that you want to know. If you help out my friend here with a job, it won't take long. 5 minutes. He looks over. 5 minutes. You tell he looks like. I'm sure you're skilled at what you do. It wouldn't take more than 5 minutes, right? He kind of, because he sees you behind, like rush down behind Kuro. And Kuro, you
Yeah,
also.
I slam my hands. Like, I push past Kuro, or at least I squeeze past him. I'm not going to be able to push this big bulk of a man here. I squeeze past him. I slam my hands on the desk. I offer my services for this information. I just keep using that lingo here.
Perfect. And he's like, and he looks over and it's like, see, if you help this lovely man, this lovely, beautiful man.
He's offering services. I don't need his service.
No, not for you. I wish for you to assist him.
In my services that I've already agreed to.
Tap another person, and don't worry.
Yeah.
It'll be fine, and I'm sure you'd make their day.
You better give me what I want.
He
And
spits
that's
on his
my-
hand and he shakes out his hand. He's like, I might have underhanded tactics, my friend, but we are both men of our words.
Okay.
And
Kuro.
instead of shaking his hand, I'm grabbing his wrist instead so he doesn't shake my hand.
Good
When
enough.
you hear services, do you think hired muscle?
roll Aji Kuro, Bane, roll intelligence. Oh, Hikaru, you about to have a
I'm
good.
just.
Oh my! So at this point oh dude. So Kuro, I just want you to, out of character.
Yeah.
Would understanding what the short guy meant by services
Well, like when I
convince you to
heard,
go, or would you? Yeah,
no, I would.
you wouldn't.
I wouldn't go.
Okay, so we're gonna go.
But-
We're gonna go with you think it's hired muscle.
No. I would think that it's not. I think I would not like if I heard services for the first time, it would not be what Tempo thinks it is.
Okay, but you've agreed.
But I agreed but even if even if we go up, it's not gonna happen.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, okay. Cool. So, what are you gonna say? You guys
Like
are
if they
going up?
tried anything, I would just use brute force to stop because at this point I have no idea who Tempo is.
Yeah, true. So now you think the temple is legitimately just selling his services?
Service.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
just bring it up
stop
next to him.
them
Like, I'm
and
offering
make
it to
the
everyone.
barkeeper think that something happened, like the
Yeah,
service
he's with me.
happened.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, let me help, because I'd be so on Kuro's side now. He said, let me look for that's what I heard, right?
Yeah.
Where are the Ravens? So I'd be like, yo, me and him, we're gonna get our services out there, trust. So I'm kind of like roping him into it anyways.
All right, what do you say in response to this girl? Because he's hyping you up. He's like, we're gonna get our services out there. We're gonna,
I like tilt my head so I like it's like a notion of I'll just follow where you're going.
Oh, do you mention the Ravens at all, Tempo? Or are you just hyped about your services right now?
I'm just hyped about
All
it.
right, cool.
Because yeah, I would not be able to like convey that it was about the Ravens that got me here.
So at this point, Hikaru, you see the door kind of swing open. And you see two men, the two men that you saw outside kind of walk in.
Dude, the duality. One big macho man and then just a
A
demon
little
twink.
twink. You see
Just
both
next to
the
each
twink
other.
and the bear walk into the room.
Actually.
Um,
The was like, hey, yo, what the fuck going on?
What are you doing in my
head,
room?
bro?"
What's going on? What are you doing in my room?
Is this guy part of the service too, or what?
Yeah,
That's what I say.
these are the services. And then I jump on Hikaru to attack him.
But, like physically?
Yeah. No, I
Okay,
physically jump on top
so-
of you. Yes. Services to me is killing you.
so, okay,
So I'm going to
important
jump
question.
On top of you.
Have you
Yeah.
brandished a weapon?
No.
Cool. Hikaru, roll intelligence with a bane.
Okay.
I'm trying
Oh.
to get the job done.
Oh,
Quick and easy.
shit.
I got like a 20
Okay,
unnatural.
so you suddenly understand that this room was a secret room for like underhanded happenings. The jiggy kind that is illegal in most parts. And this man, small man has just like leapt onto you and is now straddling you.
Yes.
What do you? How do you
What the
react to
heck?
this?
Get off of me!
All right, all right,
yeah.
take it away, boys.
I'm staying
Yo.
straddled as hard as I can.
What?
What is your issue? Get off! This is why I can't handle small towns. I didn't exactly pay for the. I'm gonna assume like this is the person who's the
Yes.
like was looking for the room in the first place.
The,
We're all just
I'm-
misunderstanding each other.
okay, yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Okay,
I
yeah.
don't actually know.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So this is what happened. So Hikaru thinks that Tempo is the person that rented the room.
Right.
Kuro
Right,
thinks that
right.
Tempo is the person serving the person who rented the room, and Hikaru is the person that rented the room. And
I just took the key.
Tempo, you think that Kuro's just a cool guy.
Yeah, I think Kuro's also an information
Yeah.
receiver, and that he's going to help me. So I'd be like, yo, dogpile him, get on. Yo, help me, we're in this together. I would
Yeah,
be,
Kuro,
I would
so
be
you-
yelling at Kuro to get on.
In my head, I'm thinking this is not what I was thinking when I heard services. Like, I walk in this room expecting like something else completely, but here I'm seeing two adult men on the bed fighting each
We're
other.
kind of wrestling, yeah.
It's getting
Like, part of me wants to stop this, but another part of me is like finding like kind of like some kind of joy, like just seeing like in my years of being in like the harshest conditions of like organized crime, this is on the opposite spectrum of what I've
Kuro,
seen in my entire
Imagine you're in the
career.
doorway, and I'm turning my head to look at you, and I'm just yelling at you to get on. Like,
I shrug my head. I'm just like, unless something starts getting bloody, I'm not gonna separate these two, whatever they're doing.
all right. So
I'm gonna struggle out, push
Yeah,
him
he's
off.
like-
like
Fucking
roll
against
strength. You're gonna roll
Should we
strength,
roll
and that's
against
gonna
each
be
other?
yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Just yeet me, bro. Just yeet me into the wall.
I'm gonna
So-
throw him across the room and out the
Yeah.
all the way
What?
through the other room.
oh. Okay. So yeah. So you guys are struggling,
Uh-huh.
and at this point, Hikaru like you've at this point his don't ask how, but his two legs are up, but then he's like, Kuro, you're just like, this is about to get spicy. Tempo, you kind of just like he's just struggling. Hikaru, you're like, okay, get off, and you just kick as hard as you can, and you send him flying off the bed, and so you kind of like land, kind of like up here, like a bunch of like clutter and stuff.
I go flying
Shoots up.
past Kuro.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
this
for a hand.
Oh. Oh. Thanks, bro. We gotta get him. Man, I don't think you understand. I offered my services. We've got to
sure-
end this, man.
I'm sure we can talk this out. What is this about?
So basically, downstairs, yeah, I would be dusting myself off. Basically, downstairs, I was offered information, but in turn, I have to kill you. Those are my services.
and Kuro. At this point, you're like, oh, those services.
That's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Kill
Wait, what
me?
did you think I was talking about? Yeah, you.
For what? I just got here. This isn't even supposed to be my room.
Oh, you're not a regular here?
Wait,
No,
wait. Roll will.
To me?
Tempo.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, he could be
You have-
lying.
Oh.
yeah, you...
All right, it's time for round 2.
I tell before anything else.
Stop me.
I stop you like I put a like an arm like
Yeah.
in the middle between the two, and I look towards Temple and I ask, now tell me more about these services. What are the details?
Oh, you're interested. Oh, okay. I basically, yeah. So, in my past 5 years, I've been a little bit of a mercenary, a little bit of a hired gun. You know, I deal in shady business, a moral gray. So I have bounty hunted people before.
And now
That-
word for
That's what I offer.
And now, word for word, tell me what the barkeeper has told you to do.
He just said to, wait, he said make him feel happy and get a piece of jewelry off of him or some kind of confirmation that I gave him my services.
Would I understand the misunderstanding at this point?
I will say yes. I will make you roll. And Tempo, just for comedy's sake, I want you to roll, but you have a boon. So there's a high chance you will realize. But if you don't, that'll be equally funny. All right, cool. Ball drop.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh!
That is 19.
Yeah. Oh, I
Or
get it.
17.
It would all dawn on me immediately, and I would actually get pretty embarrassed. And I'm gonna sit on the floor.
Hikaru, I'm gonna say that ball drops for you too at this point. Like you've just realized the situation, and at this point, door burst open, and all you see is the innkeeper of the other side goes, "Hello, chica, I'm ready for some action." And he's wearing like a leopard skin leotard, and that's it. And he just stops and he just sees 3 grown men in the room.
Oh no.
And he goes, he covers up, like, Lord Kuro?
I hover my hand around the base of my sword and I say, out.
Command word out.
I'm very close to him. He is looking around 80 degrees upwards. Like he is straining his neck in his leotard outfit, and I am just hovering over him like a mountain and just telling him, out.
He goes, "Oh, okay." He's sniffling. All right, anyway, carry on what you guys are saying now.
Okay, I'd be like, I don't get it. You're looking for the ravens, right? This Kuro?
Also, very, very quickly, Hikaru, what are you gonna do at this point? Because these guys have now started talking, and you.
Yeah, we're. Yeah,
I'm joining on the conversation.
Cool.
I'm still worried that what. Well, hold on. Just tell me what's going on here, so we can figure this stuff out. This is clearly not what was supposed to happen in this room.
Surely not. I was told to wait for a specific guest, and I was pointed towards this room by a second innkeeper. I'm looking for information for the ravens. I got some earlier, and then I heard. I wouldn't know your name, right? I would just say this guy. Ask about them as well. So, in rushed panic, I kind of roped him into whatever just happened here. That's it.
Okay.
Oh,
And what about you? What?
Hikaru,
Uh-huh.
you have sensed div as well, don't you?
I do.
I will say that you're getting a ominous feeling from the two of them.
Okay.
Instantly. Like you haven't used it, so you don't see anything, but you get the ick.
I got the ick.
Yeah, you get the
Oh
ick.
no.
Alright, anyway. Carry on, guys.
Now, what was your name again? And I look towards Temple.
Sure, I'll tell him. Yeah. Should I give him my full name? No, probably not. I'm just gonna say I'm just Tempo. Would he know that that's the prince?
Would I?
Here's
I don't.
the thing.
Because I'm like I don't know how famous I was. That's kind of like prodigal son.
Here's the thing.
I don't have
I'm
an
gonna
alias.
tell. So. Oh, this is hard. But wait, I gotta ask Koro-san. We gotta drag him just to confirm something.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Riv definitely kept it on the down low that she was the princess. She definitely, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna say, because if she
I
told
didn't even
people-
know. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
like,
like I didn't even
it's-
know
it's
because like
not
during our
something-
campaign, like solo
Yeah.
campaign, I didn't know a thing.
yeah. So I'm gonna say that you don't know that she was the princess, but you do know that he was the prince.
Okay.
Because all of this happened after. All of this happened before you moved into the
Right.
area. Yeah, cool. All right, we're back.
Such a fucking
We're back.
liar.
Just had to clarify stuff. So yeah, so he does recognize that this is like. Well, you didn't use your full name, but you do know that is
No.
the name of the fabled first prince that abandoned his post.
Yeah. Okay, I would say that. Yeah, because like I just realized in my mercenary work, hitman work, I would actually just use my first name
Yeah.
with everyone, so I don't have an alias. So I would just say I'm Tempo. I
Mm.
wouldn't go all out and say like first prince of the capital or anything
Yeah.
like that. I would just say Tempo.
That'd be
the
really
word.
strange.
That would be.
Okay.
So my plug introducing himself as the first prince. But yeah. So yeah. Hikaru, I'll say you know this too.
Okay, I know he's. the
Well, no,
first
you know
prince.
that Tempo is the name of the prince. You don't know if he's the prince or not.
Okay.
But yeah.
But I also have an icky feeling about him.
You have an
and
icky,
he-
you have a yucky feeling,
Okay.
yeah.
Also, we know he's Temple, but we're not unsure if he's the prince.
Yeah, exactly. You just know,
Exactly.
yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
I share
Okay.
a name.
Okay.
Mhm.
Ah, Temple.
Mm-hmm.
I am Kuro, vice captain of the Ravens.
Oh.
Would you tell me why you are so interested in knowing the details of my crew?
I'm sorry, Kuro.
Oh god.
I'm so sorry. Rage fills me.
Clap, clap,
I'm
clap.
going to launch an attack in
What
this
attack?
room
What is, oh my gosh, what attack?
right now. And he's gonna have to fight me to get me to understand, because I would be filled with this
Yeah.
just happened.
Yeah, no,
I would
I'm
be filled with unbridled rage at hearing that, and
So-
probably
so-
just attack.
Hikaru gonna be collateral for real, for real.
Oh no doubt.
Like
no
Hikaru's just
doubt.
like, you just wanted to sleep, dude.
Oh hell nah. Hold up. Let me get a nasty one here.
No, wait, are you doing what I think you're doing? No.
Well, how nasty we talking? I'm thinking a little bit of hateful defecation.
Oh
maybe.
no. All right,
Instantly.
okay? What's by the way, Hikaru, the moment he uses magic, you instantly see behind him what looks like what do you call it? Basically, it looks like a goat skull kind of just manifests and is just kind of like has its mouth open and it's almost like got him inside its mouth. That's what you see, Hikaru.
Okay.
But also yes, read or not read. What does he have to roll?
The effects of it. Okay.
It does damage, I think.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
So.
oh yeah.
It,
Do you happen to
let me
have
read the
more?
full
Do you
description.
happen to have less than 10 HP?
Kuro, what's your HP?
My HP is definitely more than 10.
Alright,
It
cool,
is-
cool.
It is, yeah.
Okay. That's all. That's all we gotta
Yeah,
know.
I'm not trying to kill a player character.
No,
Isn't
don't
that
worry.
so-
Don't worry. I actually have backups. Not backup
Okay.
characters, like backup plans. If any of you guys actually die right now.
Okay. No, yeah, I would just cast this like on reaction to hearing that. Like no thoughts, I'm just sending. So the target's guts twist and rumble noisily. If the target's health is 10 or less, it dies instantly. Streams of blood and feces gushing from all of its orifices. However, if its health is higher than 10, make an intellect attack roll against the target's strength. So,
Well, thankfully,
that's 20 out here.
that's kind of what you're good at.
Thank-
So
God.
11. What's your will?
No,
right?
Should be so a +3 on top of that.
So that is.
it was
four-
an intellect attack, right?
Oh, intellect attack.
yeah.
Then that would be a +2.
plus 2, and so that is 13. And
Mhm.
what is your strength, Kuro?
My strength is 12.
Oh, so close. Roll damage.
All right. On success, the target takes 1d6 plus 2 and becomes dazed. So let me get a d6 out here. Okay, the bare minimum. This is going
3.
well.
Okay,
3 damage.
so at
Who's
this
his pants?
point, Kuro,
However, you're about
you-
to defecate all over
yeah.
the floor.
you literally feel like you're gonna throw up, and then suddenly you just this strange pain like shoots across your body. Your gut begins to twist, and you just you start throwing up, and from both sides.
It's the fish you were
Very
eating earlier.
violently. It's the fish. Oh no!
It's fresh
No!
fish.
Dude, what is
Oh.
the counterplay to this? Like, even if I don't take a crap ton of damage, I'm still taking a shit like
You're
uncontrollably.
shitting all
Hello?
over the floor.
It is a forbidden spell for a reason. He basically Avada Kedavra'd you.
I did.
So at this point, I'm gonna say roll agility, Kuro, and I'm gonna see if this you'll see. Roll agility real quick. 17.
That is
Okay,
18 with
so
plus
what
1.
I'll do is that does not count as a surprise round. That is your quick attack action. So that means you basically don't get a second attack straight after. If he fails that, then it's a surprise round. Does that make sense? So because
do
no, as in like talking to tempo.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So at this point, Hikaru and Hikaru, actually, I want to know you react to this really quick before we do anything.
I'd probably say like, what the heck was that? This guy just randomly. Oh, I know he casted magic, right? This guy just pooped all over the floor.
Imagine you see him in the hallway right after this situation. Hikaru's gonna be scarred for life.
I'm just gonna like.
he's defecating from both sides and vomiting from both sides and bleeding from both sides and his
I
eyes
just
and
put
his
my hands
nose.
forward and said "Baba Booey," and this guy started shitting himself.
Oh,
I'd probably like, hey, probably try to stop Mao. Like, what the heck are you doing? If you're gonna do this, at least do it outside.
Oh yeah, it's all over your room too now.
Yeah, well, this isn't technically my room, so I'd probably just.
by
Like,
the way, I'm
get up
pretty
and
sure it's an
start leaving.
AoE, so I'm pretty sure it's on both of you as well.
It's on all 3 of us now. It's a
It's-
2-meter radius or something like
and
that.
that's days.
What
right?
is the shit?
Okay, yeah, you're dazed for a round. You you should everywhere. It says if the damage incapacitates. Oh no, it
Oh,
didn't
okay.
incapacitate.
So he
him,
doesn't
So we don't
explode.
actually have the 2-yard radius now.
Okay, cool. So at this point, Hikaru and Kuro, would you like to take a fast turn or a slow turn here?
I will take a fast turn.
I will probably take a slow turn.
Okay, cool. So that means Kuro, you're up. What do you want to do? So you're incapacitated. Actually, I just realized you're incapacitated. Yeah, you're incapacitated. Yeah, no, you got
Is it
nothing.
not
All
Is
right.
it from the
Do?
daze?
Oh wait, it's days, right? He's not incapacitated.
He's dazed.
Correct. Yeah, he's dazed for 1 round.
Let me just double check the wording for dazed because I know it's different too.
Sure.
Incapacitated. Playing the game. Boom. Afflictions. There's Dazed. There it is. Oh, yeah. It's basically the same as incapacitated. Just for 1 turn. Okay. So yeah. Next, we're going over to Hikaru. So you see now that he's obviously done something.
Well, this is the guy that just choked me already.
Yeah,
so...
it is.
I'm a wild little guy.
But you did realize that he was actually hired to
to do something else.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like slowly start to walk out the room. You guys. I don't want to be part of this. This room smells like
Just
shit.
tiptoe. Yeah. I would not notice him attempting to leave.
All right, cool. So we're gonna go
Nor
like
would I care.
this.
To me, he's a bystander.
Oh, is this guy still here?
You open the door and the man is still standing out there in his leotard, and he was
Hey,
like,
you! Get over there and stop them. They're shitting all over the room.
Dude, no, this guy's gonna be misinformed.
this guy.
Oh, everything is so misconstrued.
He looks over and he goes, he sees Kuro in the pile and he goes, "Sir, I didn't think you were into that. Allow me to repair adequately in
someone
future."
shut him up.
I said out.
Shut him up.
Is there like an intimidation thing I can do, or like?
Shut him
Roll
up
will
now.
with a roll will with a boon.
Would this wouldn't be my action, right? Just making sure.
No.
Okay.
He wants to stay and
He
watch.
goes. I said That's that basically, and at this point you're kind of like just trying to leave at this point. You're kind of pushing past everyone. It's counted, by the way. It's counted as difficult terrain for obvious reasons.
Is he
it's
just
cl-
in the way?
It's cluttered, and you're
It's covered
trotting
in
through shit.
Yes.
There's the Long John Silvers he just ate.
Okay. Out of character, how many times can Mao use that in like one rest?
You'll find
One
out.
combat? Okay.
A lot.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to stop this because this is gross.
You turn around.
I don't like it.
You
Huh?
turn around. Yeah, so I was gonna say you turn around.
I'm gonna cast command on Mao with
Okay.
an epiphany.
Oh! All right. Wait, do you have Epiphany at level 1?
I do.
Oh. All right, go for it.
Yeah, try to snap me out of it.
18.
Oh my god.
It's advantage. It's not a. But still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your command?
Sit down and shut up for a turn.
Okay.
So suddenly you so you're filled with rage, and then like in your mind you like lash out at him, and like you blink, and then when you open your eyes you're actually just sitting down with your legs crossed, kind of like an obedient child.
Okay.
Next turn, fast turn or slow turn? By the way,
Fast
this is you're basically dazed for a turn for this.
No, he was already just dazed.
No, as in like it's this turn he's missing because he already took his turn last turn.
Oh, right. Mouse.
Yeah,
No.
I'm dazed from your command.
Yeah. Okay. But you're aware as well. But yeah. So at this point, fast turn and slow turn, Hikaru and Kuro. Kuro, you're now back. You're no longer throwing up.
I'll take a slow turn again.
Great. I'm gonna do a fast turn.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Also, remember, this is
Oh,
all
wow.
very fresh. So I will say this just in terms of roleplay stuff. This is all very fresh, and everything that just happened, the whole coup and everything, like literally just happened. So you would know that it's not public knowledge what's happened. You know? So I will just say that, Kuro.
Public knowledge that there was a.
The orcs, the whole orc situation.
Okay.
Yeah. I also do know, I've been saving this little tidbit of information. I heard that the second in command, in particular, was different. But I was so filled with rage upon hearing it that was my first reaction to
Yeah.
attack.
Okay.
But I do have that knowledge in my mind.
Yeah.
But different
I don't
doesn't
know
necessarily
that.
mean. Oh wait, no, he did say
Yeah.
kind of a good guy. But you know, that's the word
Yeah,
of a
from the
small
innkeeper.
leprechaun.
Yeah. So that's why it's not at the forefront.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I do remember, even in character, I'd remember that.
I want to take my great sword
Okay. Oh shit.
and, as Mao's held person,
Mhm.
like sitting there, I want to use my sword and then with the momentum swing him and slam him
So a non-lethal blow.
onto the wall. Non-lethal blow, yeah. Slam
Okay.
him onto the wall and say, will you settle down and listen?
He says as he
That's what I
wipes
say
his
while-
mouth.
Okay, am I
Yeah.
taking damage
roll
for this?
roll to hit with a boon because he's standing still.
Yeah.
You're a
Should be
warrior
sitting
as
down.
well, right? So you might have a
Yeah.
second. You might have a second.
I have weapon training as well.
Yes, you have a second boon on top of that. So yeah, you can roll and just roll another d6 later. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
20.
Yeah. That's weak. Yeah. Do you, by any chance, is your armor class higher than 20?
Oh, absolutely not. You got it.
All right. Roll your damage with your. It's a 2-handed greatsword, right? That's a D10.
D10.
My AC is a 9. Holy shit.
I think you only
I'm
have
gonna
9
get hit by
now.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, is it 2d6 or D10?
I have 11.
Oh, is it
health.
2D? I think I'm pretty sure we double checked this last time. It was actually meant to be a D10.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
boom! You hear a huge crash. Well, no, you all see it. The innkeeper downstairs sees a huge crash.
Oh.
Meanwhile, so Tempo, you've now crashed like through these kind of shelving units, and you're kind of sitting there like almost like in a daze. You're on like 1 HP, right?
2, yeah.
2 HP. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I snap out of it. I am no longer angry. I am in pain.
And like I'm gonna say, just roll will. This is a Constitution. Okay, you're basically you're able to stay conscious, but you definitely you cough out some blood.
Yeah.
There's also Hikaru. You look over and you see there's a big like spider web crack on the wall.
Damn. I got Dragon Ball Z'd.
Freaking not Goku kissing Piccolo as you run past. But but yeah, so that's just happened. Hikaru, it's now your turn. Unless you want to say something else, Kuro, before you already told him to settle down though.
Is he unconscious or is he?
He's conscious.
Yeah, but
But
I'm
barely.
noticeably settling down.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say whatever you have. Oh shit.
Okay. I want to let out like a sigh
Okay.
and some words. Can I say for her name was Zagria, right?
Ravina.
Ravina. Close.
Oh wait! Before you do that,
Yeah.
because that's a bombshell. Hikaru, what are you doing in this situation?
I'm really unrelated to this whole thing. I have no clue what's going on.
I know. I'm just curious. Yeah.
I want to say that as like I'm losing consciousness.
I'm gonna switch
Or,
places
like, just
with this
fading.
guy, so he's in front of me in case it knows
Because
my
at
person.
2 health, I feel
Okay.
like I'd be like fading in and out, so I'd probably like mutter something accidentally like that, and
Okay.
like reach for my sheath maybe.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna actually say that you're able to draw your sword ever so slightly.
Yes. So the inscriptions are
Yeah.
showing. Okay.
And what you see, Koro, is you see that the sheath of his sword is being engraved like with a red, like rose kind of designs. The last time you saw that was actually Solemn. Do you remember the guy who summoned the raven and stuff and let you in? He was kind of like the first contact, second to Ravina.
Yeah.
So
He died, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you noticed that like that was the only other place you saw this inscription, and that he's slowly pulling out, and then as he's falling out of consciousness, you can say what you were saying.
I would just say for Savina.
So you hear him say for Ravina.
Ravina. I gotta write this down. There's so many letters.
I thought you were saying it on purpose like that to
Oh, you could.
throw it off.
Yeah, maybe I mispronounce it.
Roll will. On a fail, you mispronounce it. Anything lower than 11.
Oh.
No.
Okay, now I'm gonna say for Ravina. There we go. Loud and clear.
And then you look like as you're passing out, kind of thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. So that's what you hear.
My eyes widen and I shout, "What? What did he say?" And I look at Hikaru. What did he say?
Wait, did you want it to be? You said loud and clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. What did he say? Oh wait, you look at Hikaru.
Yeah, to confirm. Like, what did
he
he say?
So Hikaru, you kind of you have both
holding him.
hands on this like leotard clothed man, and you're like peeking over his shoulder. All right.
I can't hear him clearly. I'm just like baffled by this naked guy in front of me. Like, what the heck are you doing here? Why are you still here? Why are you still here?
Said,
I'm kind of in my own little world. Like, all this important stuff's going on, and I'm like, there's a naked guy and shit on the floor.
And the guy goes, I get lonely sometimes, you know.
Okay, get out of here!
And he goes, sorry. He starts backing up more, and then
I
at this
love
point,
this
you
guy.
feel this dude's back, like his like freaking back jiggles,
Hairy
like
rug back.
starts slowly wrap around you as he backs up into you, Hikaru.
I could gag a little bit.
So, and then in the meantime, so yeah, that's what happened after you said. What did he say? Mao was passed out.
Okay.
God, dude,
I think-
I'm fading, bro. I got too
I think combat ends, right?
Yeah.
surely. Unless you
I
want
mean,
to kill me.
yeah, you can keep going. I won't stop you.
No,
I don't know what you want to do.
I want to. Can I? Okay, I want to like carry him onto the bed because he's freaking unconscious, right?
But yeah, there's no shit over there either.
And
Get on the horror bed.
you know, maybe when he fell unconscious, he landed on some shit and some of my shit and puke, but that's
It's
okay.
Yeah, it's like trailing.
But I'm gonna toss one more coin to the barkeeper. Clean this up, will you?
Says, oh, of
But-
course. And as you do, the other door opens, and the other barkeeper goes, "What's all the ruck?" And he sees his brother in the leotard. He sees the puke and crap on the floor, and he sees you like lifting an unconscious what's his name onto the bed, and he sees Hikaru and is kind of just more confused about like what Hikaru's doing there, because he's never seen you.
What am I doing here?
and he goes, my bad. Carry on. Just just keep it a bit, fucking.
Wait
weirdos."
before he closes the door.
Okay,
before
what?
he closes the door.
What?
I toss him a silver coin and I say, not a word.
Got it. You're the boss. Oh. And yeah, once again, as slowly leaves those fucking weirdos, and he leaves. All right, never mind. Now carry on. So oh yeah, the leotard man starts like he pulls out. Like, he comes back. He sort of leaves, and he comes back, and now he's like got an apron over the leotard,
Oh god.
and is now like slowly mopping it up. And he looks over to Hikaru. He's like, "Could you hand me the bucket behind you?"
I'll hand him the bucket.
Thanks,
I can't help but feel like being in this. I did take a key without permission, so I'm like just kind of curious to see how that.
All this happened because I
You're
rolled a
dumb.
Completely
4.
forgot. that
I'm
you
not
have-
helping him. Yeah, I'm not helping him clean it up. I hand him the bucket.
Yeah. I'm gonna say like this guy, by the way, he's just not even questioning how you were in the room. He just assumed you kind of like, he's got bigger issues. Anywho, so that's happening over there. Meanwhile, on the bed,
Where's Mao? He just disappeared.
I'm on the bed.
I was on the bed.
I don't see him.
Backwards.
It's
Oh, I love
your he's out.
Oh,
Here.
he's in the camera, like, but all the way up.
Here, look there. Can you see him now?
I see him now. Yeah.
It's a very dramatic scene.
Cool. All right, what were we saying?
Better.
Kurt?
So since that is happening, I think, and Mao's unconscious, I'm going to lay Ravina's locket next to him.
Oh,
What-
Okay.
Okay. I'm still like fading in and out.
yeah.
I look over and notice it.
Yeah, you recognize it. You immediately
Yeah.
recognize it.
I just say again, poor Ravina. Because that's all I can mutter.
Yeah.
I'm so weak.
Um,
Okay, I start crying. And they're tears of blood.
yeah, that's pretty accurate. At this point as well, Hikaru, I'm gonna say that. What was it called? You do notice one strange thing with yeah, you notice the skull, the goat skull that appeared behind him, the divinity, is no longer there. And as far as when Kuro used his ability, you notice something there, like something, but nothing manifested as it usually does. It's like very weak, but you're not quite sure.
I'd probably cast Sense Divinity at this point. Just I'm really curious about it now.
So with Mao, you see like it's kind of this. You've encountered those touched by divinity before. Touched by divinity in this world, by the way, merely means you're like siphoning your power from a greater source.
Right.
And with Mao's, you see something strange. So there was that gold skull from before, but like you kind of blink and you see like an entire line of them lined up, all of them slightly different, and like all of them kind of like they kind of open their mouth and there's like tendrils kind of joining each one of them. Like the tendrils go from the mouth of one into the back of another into the mouth of one. It's like human centipede but goat skulls. It's what you see.
All right.
However, with
Not
Kuro, you notice something else, something strange. It's almost linked. It's something. All you see inside him is a small blue flame, but it like shakes you to your core. Like you've seen something like a long lost, not even friend, but do you know when you kind of pass by a road that you saw once when you were a child? That kind of feeling? And it kind of but it's really deep, and it's like it's like you almost get flashbacks of like sights that you've never seen before and such, and it's strange.
Nostalgic.
It's nostalgic, but at the end of it, but it's like you're looking at someone else's memories.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what you. That's immediately. That's what you see when you cast sensitive.
All right. Is there anything else in the vicinity? Like,
Man in a leotard.
okay, I'm good.
Cool. Yeah. That's all you get from. Yeah, that's all you get in the immediate vicinity. All right. So at this point, Tempo, you see he's crying blood, and as he is, you see his shadow next to him, kind of like, almost like kneeling down, like almost as if he was like sobbing on the bed, like kneeling down and sobbing on the bed. That's what his shadow's doing. It's slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so his shadow is moving
Independently.
differently?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't really mean anything to me. I just think, like in my head, I was like, what the heck? That is kind of cool, but also kind of scary.
Yeah.
But I will say, we'll talk more when you get up, and then I think I want to make my way out.
Okay. So you're gonna wait for him. Karu, honestly, I'm curious. What are you gonna do here?
Is he unconscious?
Yeah.
All right, then I leave too.
Awesome.
What? Everyone just leaves me crying alone in the
You're
horror
crying
room.
and then
Oh wait. He's kind
falling
of like
asleep
fading in
crying.
and out. Like he's not unconscious, like fading in and out of consciousness. He's like sobbing. Will I do it? Will I do it? You know what? Roll will, Mal.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So you see both of them leaving, and at this point you're able to suddenly like big inhale, and you're like kind of like adrenaline. That's when the adrenaline kind of kicks in,
Mm-hmm.
and you're kind of back, despite being very injured. And
Where did you get this amulet?
I turn around.
Look at me.
I turn around and I look at him.
the first thing
Where-
you see are his red eyes.
Where did you get this amulet? And how?
Oh, sorry. There.
I'll say, Ravina, my captain, my savior.
And after that, I say my sister. Boom.
Boom.
My eyes widen.
Boom.
The red eyes. The carving on the sword.
Suddenly it all makes sense.
Everything makes sense.
Ravina, who?
That would be such a good like sitcom moment. Who?
Like your brother.
I am. I'm the first prince of the capital. Older brother of Ravina.
She's
Yep.
never told me.
Yep. And she won't be able to either. I don't know how much you know, but I watched her die yesterday. Well,
Well, you didn't.
I saw her dead corpse.
And I she
Huh?
I found her drawing her last breath.
There, okay. Oh shit. Do you know what happened to Solemn? That was his name, right?
Yeah. Red boy.
Do I know him? I don't know him, right?
Solemn was the first contact guy.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you remember like the last you saw him? He basically told you to leave him behind.
yeah.
I saw his last breath. That kind of makes me and you one and the
He wa-
same.
He was a good man.
I made an oath to him. I took this sword and I drove it into his heart. And I
What?
told him, for Ravina, he enchanted the sword. I saw the roses enchant up the entire length of the blade. And this oath between us is for Ravina's revenge. I aim to kill every person who was involved in her death. And I thought that was you. But you said she's your captain? Are you not one of the ravens?
Can I just tell her my story?
Yeah, but very quickly, Hikaru, what's happening here? What's happening with you, dude? I just want to know what's happening.
This is all
I-
new information to me.
Like, I'm gonna say that at this point, right? What's it called? The leotard guy is like sitting next to you, and he's like got some trail mix, and he's
Yeah,
like
he's just punching.
hands you some.
He trail mix with the guy.
It's like, damn, yeah,
Um,
it's getting juicy in here.
awesome. So yeah, you can tell him. Go for it. Over.
Okay, I'll just like I'll just tell him.
Yeah. You
like,
can
my
paraphrase. It
story.
doesn't have to be all in. You can
Yeah.
just give him the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Summarize it
So
for me.
so basically, she was injured, and then I
Oh, actually, wait.
saved her.
Hmm.
Wait,
I'm wondering if it's probably better for immersion though, if we.
oh,
Do it. I
okay,
did it.
okay.
Run it.
I used to run a tavern in
Hmm.
the outskirts of the town. One day, there was a knocking on the door, and Ravina, she was injured, and like any person would do, I helped her. I treated her. What anybody would do in that situation. I helped the soul. And ever since that day, she's treated me like family. She took me into the Raven.
Hmm.
Oh, she took me in, and what can I say? Even though it was the first time that I've ever met her, it felt like I always knew her. She had a feeling of home. And over the course of 3, 4, or 5 years, we led the Ravens together. We flourished. There were ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we always had each other's back. Until that fateful day. I came back from a mission, back into our base, and there was my own squadron, the orcs. They had betrayed us, killed the loyal, killed the innocent, killed Ravina. And I will seek vengeance. I will hunt down every single orc.
You've really opened up my eyes.
And that's it. Yeah.
I thought every raven was bad. I was misunderstood. That's not it. I just didn't know any better. Ravina was associated. You were part of it. But this was betrayal. Much like my own. I owe something to Ravina. For closure. And it sounds like you do too. Listen. In another world, you could be part of my family. My brother. Will you join me on my quest? Not only as a companion, but a blood brother sworn to Ravina. I'm after the same thing as you. I also want revenge. And I will hunt down every single raven, excluding you. Everyone who is associated.
I choose my words very carefully here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to give you
Out
time,
of
because I
character,
do have a sequence I got to do with Hikaru. So if you want more time to think.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Cool. So really quickly, oh wait, out of character. You were gonna ask me something.
Oh, but, no, out of character. I'm just saying that I'm picking my words very carefully.
Oh right. So Hikaru, at this point, you're hearing this story and stuff, and it's getting interesting, and that's when things start to darken. You see the world begin to kind of slow down. Time begins to slow.
Okay.
This hasn't really happened to you, at least not in a very, very long time. And you feel a hand on your shoulder, followed by a, "Don't you see, my little champion, how the mortals continue to butcher one another for senseless, meaningless acts?"
You are so right, my god.
And he says,
I know who this is, right?
Yeah, you do. He says, "You know, you and I can rid the world of all of this needless bloodshed, needless turmoil. What is it that I always say? Sacrifice the few to save the many. Don't you agree?"
I don't necessarily agree with that sentiment, but I will correct. I will correct this world for what it's worth.
You will come around soon enough. But until then, as any loving parent would, I'll give you all the support you require, my little champion. Until you can once again attain your true form. just like you have so many times before.
My
Good.
true form.
Yeah. You couldn't possibly think that one such as myself would choose a champion that wouldn't. No offense to you, of course. You're still learning. You're but a mere zygote. But eventually, the more you purge this world, the more of my influence I can exert, and as a result, the more power that I can siphon through you. And eventually, you will reach the point where no one can or ever could stop you. And what you do with that power is up to you, of course. What you do with it. I'm just here to nurture the new generation.
I'm gonna do my evil laugh, but on the inside.
Okay, it's time for me to go. Toodles. And at this point, at this point we go back to the boys, and suddenly the time refreezes, and you know the time's come back because you're the chomp of the trail mix next to you.
I'm gonna grab some and eat some too.
Cool. All right, back to Curl and Tempo. What were you guys saying? What was it? So yeah, you want to say something?
So I smirk and I say, brothers. I like that.
What do you say? You and me?
And I say, at nightfall, we go to the well. Get some rest.
All right.
If only
Before
for a
all
little
that, can you help me up, you big lug?
Yeah, I'll go back to the other room.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get up out of bed. It's smelling like shit in here.
I say, hey, that's on you. My bad.
And you know what? That was on me. My bad. And we very bro-y, I go to hug it out. Because I'm just a well of emotions right now.
So at this point, you guys are hugging, and then the dude in the leotard looks at Hikaru and just goes, and then he's just looking at Hikaru cheekily as you see him slowly start to untie his apron.
Whoa!
I'm gonna stop him right there.
He looks down. He's sad.
No, don't do that.
All right. So at this point that's happening, we've only been it's only been 1.5 hours, but
It feels like it's.
how do we top that? Part of me wants to end it, but I guess what do you guys think?
Go.
Do you want to keep going?
Well, I would
I'm
love to. I have
down.
to go somewhere
really-
physically
Okay.
soon.
I'm gonna interject really quick though.
Yeah.
I would like to join these guys. I feel like my services could be of help because it's random. I know,
Mhm.
but
But you have your own moral duty.
Oh, I thought you said that out loud. I was about to say that the just hearing the word services makes everyone in the room shudder.
Yeah. We're like, no, please, not again. Instant flashbacks.
But yeah, Sarah, what were you saying? Are you going to tell us them? Yeah, go for it.
yeah. I feel like my help could come in handy a couple of times here. I'm able to hold my own in combat, but I am also seeking something that seems to coincide with your paths. If you need another ally, I'll be here for you.
And at the same time, you also instantly remember how he did something to you, because you know that he did something to you as well and just made you sit.
Yeah. Coincide, you say?
Yes.
Huh. Well, I think your skills are very noteworthy. What's your name?
I'm called Hikaru.
Hikaru. Hikaru
Yeah.
the mage. Okay. Well met. And I reached my hand out to shake it.
I shake his hand too.
And little does he know there's still some poop on it.
Ah, man. Hit him with the poop hand.
I'm just wipe it on the bed.
And then from behind you guys hear. And I'm Gregory.
Who?
It's the leotard dude.
Oh. No one asked Gregory.
Okay.
He's lonely. Why don't we just take him with us?
No.
He can be our like backpack companion. Just put him on Kuro's back.
Please.
Leotard and all. That's his default outfit.
I'll feel nothing but gelatin on my back. We do not need him.
Oh. Okay.
I stand Gregory.
All right. So yeah, I think this will be good because we are also missing some players. So especially a couple of key players that are integral to locking Hikaru's character actually into the story because he has no reason to
sense.
actually be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, he's definitely like the third wheel of our date.
Yeah, it's like literally you two hugging. He's
Ravina
just
date.
watching from the closet.
Yeah.
Mao and I's story just meshes way too almost crazy.
Oh, wait till you hear
And the-
Hikaru and
I
what?
love that. You can be my Aniki.
Oh my god, dude, that's actually Yakuza.
It's so perfect, isn't it? Oh yeah, in Yakuza.
But yeah, so this is just, so once again, everybody in chat, this was just episode 1. This was just a taste. We had to cut it short. We're missing a few players. There's going to be even more people next time. So make sure you guys tune in then. But yeah, what do you guys think? What did you guys think? Let me hear. I know Hikaru, you were kind of third wheeling hard, but I feel like you finding that key made this story so much better.
Yep.
I'm also
absolutely
here.
love that. Yeah, I think my favorite thing was how you utilized that Nat 1 when I was
so
trying to get intel. So instead of just saying, forget you don't get any information, you're like, let's play around with this idea of the misinformation, right?
I
Misconstrue.
was happy that you told me you would play along. That gave me so
Yeah.
much to work with.
Yeah. I didn't know who was going to be. I didn't know if it was going to be an NPC that I was going to have to actually do stuff with and like try to steal like a pendant off of them. But it ended up being Hikaru, which I think is even funnier.
Well,
because
it
that
wasn't
threw him
initially
into
meant to
our
be
shenanigans.
Hikaru. Hikaru decided to steal a room key of the place that has 4 rooms.
I love that.
Hey, I wasn't
Yeah,
stealing.
I love
okay?
that.
No, there was no one around to
Yeah.
purchase the key from. So
So what you're saying is everything is legal until you get caught.
Yep. I love that he was put into that situation, though.
That's so funny though, and I love that Kuro just went with it. Right? He was just like, this guy's giving his services. All right, I'm gonna tag along, I guess.
All right, let's go see where this goes.
Oh, dude, I love the suspense. Like, you guys missing each other at the start was huge. That was actually huge. And
I
then
did not want to force it at all. I feel like
I didn't want to either. I was like,
Oh, yeah. No, from my perspective, since I didn't know anything, I actually thought my idea going into this was Kuro was bad. So I kind of got to play around that notion.
Yeah.
But the plot twist was really, really genuine, and I really liked that direction.
and I'm curious to see how your character, because I feel like your character still hasn't fully processed that somehow your sister was the captain of the raid somehow. So
Because I did miss out on a lot of stuff in that 5 years, and
Yeah.
my character has to like fill that in like puzzle pieces,
And it's
So it's like
perfect.
one of the first integral pieces.
that what's crazy about you choosing 5 years as an arbitrary number is that 5 years is what me and Kuro chose when we were like
Wait,
how
really?
we were like 3 to 5 years is how long you spent in the Ravens before this went down.
Oh my god! That's exactly how long I spent just surviving.
which
away from home.
and I really want to see the link because Hikaru's
Bruh.
character has actually kind of become like the freaking black hole of this entire. It's like I love that though. I love how
I'm
there's
still
something
here.
super sinister.
I'm still here. I'm just.
But it's
Your
crazy,
internal
right?
monologue is crazy. I did not
It is.
expect that at all.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
I was just like, you weren't meant to find out about this, right? But then I saw you literally watch Zane's thing, and I was like, all right, well, he knows. I'm just gonna play with it now. I'm gonna. You did always say you wanted to be a little tiny bit evil here.
But like it's. Oh
But
wait. I'm like, cause like I keep trying to like match with like my VTuber lore versus like my lore in game, cause it's like slightly different, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll play along. I guess I'm evil now.
You don't have to be, because like you said, you don't agree with him, right? So if maybe you're just trying to like use the power and then you betray him. Like you said, you don't agree with his sentiment. All right.
Right.
So that's fine. Like I'm not gonna force you to do anything really. Like I hope today showed you guys that like I'm not gonna force you to do anything. I'm prepared for like any situation.
Yeah, we're just kind of playing with it for now.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
all right. So if any of the viewers want to find you guys, where can they find you?
First.
Hikaru, left from right.
Am I on the left?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
on
I
the
am.
left.
You can find me pretty much anywhere. Twitch.tv/Hikaru_kun. I'm also live on YouTube, on TikTok, on Bilibili. I have everything. Yeah, you can find me anywhere.
And you can find me on Twitter or Twitch mainly. It's Corvus Kuro. Yep.
And I'm also Tempo Mao on everything as well. Keep it nice and easy.
Awesome. And I'm Tier Noir, mainly on Bilibili, but YouTube is where you go for the TTRPGs, and that's this. So if you guys enjoy this, make sure you pop in. I'll be posting regular updates. There's more people to join this Echo campaign, so keep an eye out for their solo stories soon. We're also, quick announcement, I'm starting development on Mirror Quest Lux, which is in the works, as well as Mirror Quest Refract, which is also in the works. If you guys were a fan of this and Echo and you want something that's a little more standard adventure isekai, go check out the Chroma campaign that Hikaru is also part of. If you want more of a kind of comedic pirate campaign, check out Refract. And if you want more of the like good guys against like the kind of, you know, your standard like good guys versus bad guys role, and well, I'm still not sure where I'll take the Lux campaign, but stay tuned for that. But for now, my name is Tier Noir. I'm the Silverhaired Wolf of MEEM. This was Mirror Quest. Let's get a huge goodbye from everybody. Bye-bye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.